First warning, MMA Report is joined live with Pure Vita athlete Nelly Thompson. Nelly will be main eventing Pure FC 17 Midwest Mayhem at the Menominee Nations Arena in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, February the 29th. Nelly, we appreciate you taking time to be with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
As always, we want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Heidledge Masonry, Andy Mack Sports Fishing Guide and Service, Jackson Yard Care, and Kiss My Fist Medco, the absolute hardest hitting edibles on the planet. Nelly, tell us a little bit about your combat sports background and how you ended up at Pure Vita.
Oh man. So it all started, I grappled for, I was just doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under neutral ground at the time. And I don't know, I thought that was just it for me. And then somebody was like, I think you'd be pretty good at MMA. And I was kind of like, dude, I ain't never even put on boxing gloves. So they introduced me to Jake and Zach at the time, and they invited me in for a Saturday practice, and I kind of just went with the flow and must have impressed them, and I was there to stay, and here we are.
Right. And that was at a point in time where you didn't think you'd be fighting at 170, correct?
No, I was a big boy. I was about jacked 240 pounds of muscle for no reason.
Just good genetics.
Jacked for no reason.
Pure Vita recently bought a new gym, and I've been down there, several times. The place is unbelievable. What's the new gym been like for you?
It's a playground. I love it. It's an opportunity for me to express myself.
Your career has been a really great career so far. You've gotten off to a fantastic start. Your last two fights have been under the LFA banner. Do you like going out of town and getting that casino, larger stage feel, or does that not matter to you?
No, I actually like it. It just gives you, it just challenges you in a different way. How you're gonna respond to, like, you might not be the favorite. You might be fighting a hometown guy. So it gets those. Glad I got that exposure.
Right. Speaking of exposure, you have a huge welterweight clash coming up February 29th, in the main event with Frank Shuman. What do you know about him as an opponent?
Well, I know we shared the same card. Oh God, UFC 7. And that's it. I never thought that I had to see him on the way up, but that's what it is. And, yeah.
Have you been watching film on him at all, or did you kind of leave that up to your coaches?
No, I have not. I leave that to the coaches. I just try to, do what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. In your gym at Pure Vita, you have all walks of life and guys that are really good in certain areas. Who's been some of your main training partners leading up to this fight?
Jonas Flock, Jordan Clark, Ben Shower, Mike Waltz, like some really, really solid jiu-jitsu guys. Because actually that's the one thing I do know about Frank. Like he's gonna bring that drama as far as like grappling is concerned, and I'm prepared for that.
Sure. So you mentioned before that you started off your MMA career around 240. Tell us about your weight cuts now. What do you walk at, and when do you usually start making that cut?
Well, I'm a little special with my my cuts. I'm so special that I don't make them at all. I try to keep my nutrition to I hold my nutrition to a high standard, which allows me to walk around at about 180 to 183 pounds, right?
Sure.
And then I'll diet my way all the way to about 175 or whatever. And then if need be, I'll go in the sauna and just do the rest. But I don't make large cuts at all.
That's fantastic.
I mean, after a while, you get so good at it. I'm sorry, not to cut you off. I mean, after a while, you get so good at it, like it's not really like the word diet. It don't mean anything to me. It's like more lifestyle. Right. You know what I mean? Like I live like this all year round.
Right. So obviously Frank is a veteran of the sport. He's got a fantastic record. He's got a good grappling background. He's not afraid to stand and bang. What do you need to do to make sure that you get your hand raised on February 29th?
You know, be smart, be adaptable. Yeah, and made a better man walk away.
Do you see any certain areas that you think he poses the biggest threat to you?
No, I believe that this is the next step. You know, like when he brought it to my attention, I was just like, okay, I understand. This is the next step.
Speaking of that next step, what are your goals in and out of the gym in 2020?
In and out of the gym?
Yeah.
Well, anytime I'm in the gym, I'm always thinking about the UFC. Like I gotta go to the UFC. Like I quit my job. I got nothing else but this.
Sure.
So and some other goals. I'm a writer, so I want to start releasing content. I got a lot of shit to say.
Writing is in like music or in like literature?
Both.
Oh, that's awesome. So you've not put any material out yet?
No, but I mean, I kind of like did some samples and like people who are kind of like in my circle close to me kind of like heard or whatever, you know. But like,
sure.
I haven't put anything out there yet. Coming soon though. It is a goal. I ain't gonna like. I am gonna do something out of nowhere.
Sure. So you mentioned that one of your goals is to eventually make it to the UFC. Sounds like you've pretty much dedicated your life right now to achieving that goal. What do you think is the best route to get there? Do you see yourself, following some of your teammates and wanting to get on the Contender Series in the next year or two? What's your plans for that?
You know what? I'll take any route that it presents to me. What I would like to happen, I like to, and I'm not even sure if this is even like what's a thing, but hell, I like to be so damn good that Dana White will pick up the phone and come find me himself.
Right, just kind of
that's what I would like to happen. But hey, if I gotta go the Contender Series route, that's what we're doing. If I gotta, keep grinding it out on the PFC banner or LFA, that's what we're gonna do. Like I'm here to stay. I am here to stay until I say I don't want to do it no more.
Right. That's a dream attitude to have for any athlete.
Power in that because I want to do this. I want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this shit ain't about money. This shit's just about pure respect to me. I came in with everything that I wanted.
Sure. So do you watch the fights, the UFC, the cards on pay-per-view?
You know what, man? I fly to them. Like if the funds is looking right, and I got a little play money, I'll go. I got this kind of like thing I kind of tell myself, the more and more I attend these events, the more and more I feel like I can be there, right?
Right.
I've met DC like a total of 4 times.
Right. So it's just being around everything.
Yeah, So it's just I just keep grinding it out,
Sure. So did you watch the John Jones Dominic Reyes fight?
You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? I recently worked. I worked over the weekend at a club that was playing the fights, right?
Right.
And I got to watch the Shevchenko fight, right? But then the streaming or whatever, it froze, so I didn't see what happened. But I keep hearing a lot of controversy about it. I'd like to see it.
It was a great fight. I was interested in hearing your take on that. I know you're a guy that is like I said, a student of the game, and I respect your fight IQ. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna throw you a curveball here. Who do you like between Khabib and Tony Ferguson?
Oh man. Shit, I don't know. Neither one of them. Fuck them. I don't know. I don't know.
That's one of those fights, where it could go either way. You got Khabib's, top, his great wrestling and his pressure versus the never-ending gas tank and unpredictableness of Tony Ferguson. So it's going to be one of those fights. I was talking to Jake.
You got to see.
Yeah, I was talking to Jake about that a couple weeks ago, and he seemed.
Is that fight like? Is that like a sealed fight? Is that like actually happening?
Yeah, no, that's April 18th in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh man, that's what's really good.
Yeah, so no, that's gonna be a fight that I might fly out to myself. So, but hey, no, we really appreciate jumping on the show with us tonight. I know it's about a week and a half out from your fight. Let the fans know where they can find you on social media. Give a shout out to any of your sponsors and let them know where they can get tickets from.
You can get tickets from me. You can reach me at Facebook, Nelly Thompson-Aniakudo, and I'm also on Instagram at whoisnellythompson.a. Other than that, I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, that sounds good. We really appreciate you being on the show tonight.
Thank you so much.
You bet.